Alright, welcome to the very first episode of NCAA Football 12, Akron Zips Dynasty. The Akron Zips are the absolute worst team in the game with, I believe, a 60 overall offense and a 61 overall defense. Nobody is even close to being as bad as Akron is. And we're going to try to go through over several seasons here and rebuild the team. We're going to meet the team here. We've got our quarterback, Kyler Wilson. He's an impact player. He's pretty slow. Not a lot of awareness. And if we look at his throw power, it is the best throw power on the team. And throw accuracy in this game is just one stat. He's got the best accuracy on the team. So, not a real mobile guy, but he's the best thrower of the football we have. And he's a 67 overall. Running back, not a lot of great guys. We've got Dre Bell, who's a senior. Harris Baker, who's a junior. We've got a freshman, but he's a 56 overall. Fullback is Lorenzo McKenzie. Senior wide receiver, Jared Adams. Sophomore, Spencer Reed. Spencer Reed. If you've ever watched the show Criminal Minds, you'll get the reference. So, Tom Rose, a sophomore. Sophomore, Nate Mason. Sophomore, Jason Peoples. But it's not a great group. I mean, we've got a little bit of speed, a couple of guys with 84s. But if you look at those awareness ratings, they are just bad. And catching, not great, 70, 72, but everybody else is in the 60s. And we'll get back here to our base ratings. But we have a tight end, Jonathan Watkins. He's a 62 overall. Backup's a 56, William Walker. Left tackle Chad Martinez is a 60 overall. Zach Steffens is a 67. A 60 overall senior center, Matt Sims. Ryan Austin, a senior right guard, is a 58 overall. And then a 66 overall right tackle who's a senior. Defensive line's not much better at all. 61 overall, Jeremy Graham. Dwayne White. Curtis Moore, who's a 65 overall. And then Jason Henry, who's a senior, 63 overall. Pretty awful. Jason Turner's a 63. And then we've got our impact player on the defense. Andrew Kaplan. He's a 79 overall. And he's a junior. And I highly doubt he's going to be good enough to go to the NFL draft. So it might be our best player on the defense next year as well. And we've got another senior, Garin Lawson. Spelled Garin. Garin, maybe. Mark Butler at corner. James Clemens. Sean Moore. Alex Cole. No real good corners. Tim Davis at free safety. James Falk at strong safety, 61 overall. Our kicker's not terrible. He's a 77 overall. We'll see what his kick power is here. His kick power is 80 and his kick accuracy is 75, so I mean, if we can get into field goal range, we might be able to kick a decent field goal. Not the worst kicker in the world. And then we have a senior punter, Chuck Elliott. So there are some positions that we're going to be looking to recruit. I've already set up my recruiting board. And the way this is going to work is we're not going to recruit anybody above a 3-star. No 4 stars, no 5 stars. They're not going to want to come here anyway. And we're also not going to play any FCS teams. We'll take on Army, We can change the schedule up a little here. I really don't want to take on number 6 Ohio State in our first game. We might just leave that week open and then take on Temple. And then we'll throw in something else week 7. We don't need a great schedule this first year because we're probably not going to be able to compete anyway. We'll take on New Mexico. And as of now, I don't think we have any ranked teams on the schedule. Maybe we change the Cincinnati game. Maybe we play... I wouldn't mind playing at Boise. You know what? We'll put a crazy game. We'll play at Boise week 3. That'll be our second game. We'll play on the blue field. And that'll be nice. Yeah, we want to keep the schedule. And we'll get into things here. Filling recruiting boards here. Keeping up with the NFL playoff game on my phone while this is going on. Right now the Packers are up 3-0. I think the Packers could win. We've got a bye week here, so we've got some recruiting we can do. We'll go ahead and do some of that. We can do 10 hours of recruiting. And we really need defensive tackles. We've got a guy here who's interested. We've got several interested players. We really need a punter. We've got a 3-star punter here who is not interested. We could spend 30 minutes with him. And this is back when recruiting was just a little different. And our school's not great. They kind of randomly give you a topic, and then you kind of have to determine what you're going to say about it. Early playing time? We'll make a pitch for early playing time. This guy's looking at USC, Penn State, and Auburn. And championship contender, we'll find out. He doesn't really care about that. So we got his interest up a little. We'll take a look at the other punter now. We really need a punter. We'll go 4 topics. Program tradition. We'll see what he thinks about it. He doesn't really care. Pro potential. That's the least important to him. Television exposure. Not important. This guy's not. Program stability. Not important. So nothing that we asked him about was important to him. But we know that now, so we won't make any pitches on those things. And we've got a tight end here, and he's a blocking tight end. Ryan Greer, 6'2". And I'm just going to spend 2 topics with him. And we've earned a coach's choice. And let's go with proximity to home. And I'm actually just going to, because we're his #1 school, going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship. And he committed right away. So we've got our first recruit. He's a blocking tight end. He's a 1-star guy. And we really don't know anything else about him. We don't know how good he's going to be. But he's our first recruit. And we had a tight end here who I wanted to take a look at. Oh, that was the tight end. There's a D tackle I want to look at. We'll do 3 topics. We're his second school. We'll ask him what he thinks. He's average on program tradition. Pro potential, average. And we really need defensive tackle. I'm going to offer him a scholarship. His heart says yes, but his brain says no, he's going to need more time to decide. So we've offered him a scholarship. But he's not sure. And I don't want to just offer guys scholarships all over the place. We've got a 3-star athlete. I'm going to go 6 topics on him. We've earned a coach's choice. Proximity to home is one that I'm always going to want to do for these guys from Ohio. He doesn't care about it. Unfortunately, that's the most we can really offer him is proximity to home. Average on pro potential. Coach loyalty, we're a C. That's most important to him. Championship contender, that's high to him. We really can't offer him that. Academic prestige, we're a C+. That's pretty important to him. Right now, we're just going to find out. He's average on early playing time. That's really what we can offer a lot of these guys is early playing time. And we're not in his top 10. So it might take a lot to get into his top 10. And we will be playing on Heisman difficulty. We've got a corner who I think we're going to go ahead and spend 60 minutes with. Find out what he thinks about some things. Proximity to home. High importance to him. That may help out getting us over Kent State. He's, of course, mostly looking at schools in Ohio. He's 6'1", 167. Kyle Prater. Early playing time, not important to him. He may not get early playing time. According to our little rankings here. Little scale of grades. Whatever you want to call it. Found out some things. Then when we go in to talk to him next time, we'll know. Got a balanced tight end here. Maybe just 3 topics. And this is our first week, so I really can't skip past this. But the rest of the season, I'll probably do all of this off screen. And then I will go back and show who committed and stuff when the week starts. But right now I can't really skip past it. Program stability. And of course I don't have to use all the time. Probably not gonna use all the time. We can do some simulated recruiting here. And a lot of these guys were in their top 10. We've got a 2-star coverage corner. And right now we're only looking at guys from Ohio. Not important is program tradition. Coach prestige is average to him. Coach loyalty, very low. Athletic facilities, low. So we really didn't find out what's important to him there, so. We got a 3-star defensive end here. And I think this is the last guy I'm going to try to recruit right now. He's above average on television exposure. Athletic facilities is average to him. Academic prestige is low. Championship contender is low. Early playing time. Let's find out what he thinks about early playing time. Very high to him. So, of course, we also get bonuses for him being in a pipeline state. He's looking at Ohio, Cincinnati, and Ohio State. So it's really going to be hard to compete with those schools. Especially going to be hard to compete with some of these schools on these punters. And we may, if we can't get some of these punters, have to look at some other ones that might be a little more interested. And I was going to play NCAA 08, but I ordered it, it came in the mail, and I got it, and I started to record the video. And when I got into a game, it didn't work. There was an error message. So I had to throw that out the window and ended up ordering NCAA 12. And hopefully when we get into a game here, it actually works. So, and that's our committed player. We have Greer, the tight end. He's 6'2". He's a blocking tight end. And we're looking to dominate Temple in our MAC opener here. Not sure that's really going to happen. We're going to go Akron playbook. We'll go 4-3 defense. It is Heisman difficulty. I can show that at some point for those who want to doubt that it's Heisman difficulty. And this is the first time I've played any NCAA game in a very long time. So it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment. Xbox making a lot of noise right now. Hopefully it's going to work working here. I'm going to skip through some of these cutscenes. We're going to take the ball. Why not? We'll take the ball. We'll go kick return middle. Not a ton of fans in the stadium today. Gonna run back this kickoff here. With speed option. We're out to just past the 20 on the kickoff. With speed option here. We're trying to pitch the ball, but I must have pressed the wrong button. Or I was tackled before I could. That's a loss of 3. Wilson, our quarterback here. Man, he is slow. That's going to be incomplete. He's really slow. He's slow even just moving in the pocket. Throw it down the field. That's out of bounds. I was not trying to throw it out of bounds. I guess we'll punt here. Coverage not coming down the field. I make the tackle. I mean, this might be a really bad game. We've got one good player on defense. They're going to hand it off. And they're breaking through. That's a touchdown. Our miserable season starts right here. You have to remember, we're not just the worst team in the MAC. We are the worst team in the entire NCAA. It's 7-0. Maybe I'll try to run the ball. Throw's going to get out here. It's going to get past the 25. We'll go halfback dive. We'll see how it goes. Our quarterback is one of our better players on offense. We pick up 4. Okay, I mean, that's not horrible. I think we take that speed option out of the playbook. looking underneath. Might be a big adjustment here on NCAA. And quickly we're down 14-0. I'm gonna assume they make the extra point. And we're playing 8-minute quarters. We are playing 8-minute quarters. It's not a terrible return on it. Let's try play action. I didn't like anything. I was fine with even the sack. But play action again. Temple has an injured player. Let's hope Adams gets open on this. Play action again. And I mean, he had a shot at it, didn't he? I'm gonna put Rose on straight here. He's open. Well, that ball would have been way out in front of him. We're gonna punt again here. We get it out of bounds, at least we don't give him a shot at a return. Our first stop of the year, a gain of 2. And I mean, this team's terrible. This is the worst team in the NCAA. I don't know how we're going to compete at all. I will be surprised if we win even one game. Now, once I get the hang of playing a little bit more, maybe we can be a little more competitive. First down for Temple. Hopefully I get better and maybe we can stay in games a little bit more. But I don't know that we're going to win a lot this year. That's a stop though. That's a tackle for loss. And of course in these old NCAA games, your players do not get any better throughout the season. All of the upgrades come in the off season. That's a nice stop. Gain of 2. Playing some zone coverage here. They're throwing it deep. Nearly picked off. We do get a stop. They're going to set up for a field goal here. It's a pretty long one. And it's no good. We get a stop. It's about the best we've done. Packers gets another field goal. As the NFL playoffs are ongoing. Texans lost earlier to the Ravens. I don't know that the Ravens are going to beat the Bills or the Chiefs. The Ravens have beat a lot of good teams. The Ravens make it to the Super Bowl. They are winning. And I'm not a Ravens fan. They're playing some good football. They really shut down Stroud in that game against Tennessee. Their defense is pretty good. Offense didn't have a touchdown. Oh, if we could have picked that off, that would have been nice. Don't have any answer here. Maybe we can get a stop here. They're going to throw. They throw it short and we stuff them. You know, maybe we're in this game a little more if I hadn't turned the ball over. Of course, they had the big run. We're going to let this one go. I do like in the NCAA games, if the ball is kind of going to be near the end zone, the punt returner will come up and let it bounce. And Madden will hold it for 3 yards. Trying to get that one out. Didn't see the pressure. I was looking down the field. Now I'm going to try to audible. But I don't have what plays were optimal too. And now we fumbled the ball. I need to get the ball out quick. That's for sure. We'll go Hail Mary. Clemens is out with a mild concussion. Try to get it deep. He dropped it. Rose had it, but he dropped it. We'll punt again. If I can get the ball out a little quicker, I think we might be in a little bit better shape. They're going to get really good field position here, though. Oh no, that's intercepted. Our first turnover of the season. Davis with the pick. He's still going. And he gets it down to about the 40-yard line. 45 maybe. First turnover of the season. It comes at a big time. We're only down 14-0. Go play action here. We're sacked immediately. Didn't have a chance to throw the ball. Still coming off the play action there. And we'll stick with the Akron playbook for a while if it turns out we really are terrible with it. Switch it up a little. LB is open. Wow, that pass is open. That was a terrible pass. We're 0 for 4 on third down today. Most of them have been third and long. Our tight end looked open. I couldn't get the ball away. This offensive line is pretty darn terrible. I mean, they suck. They're just really bad. Might be able to flip the field position here, though. We punt it. They get a nice return, so we get nothing out of the turnover. It's a nice play, but doesn't really do much for us. They're going to run the ball here. They're getting past everybody for a big game. He's got 7 rushes for 87 yards. And some of that's been a little quiet. I mean, he had the big run earlier. Had a nice run just now, but even we've strung a couple of stops together here now. I feel like maybe we've just run out of luck here. Temple's starting to come down the field. They're feeling it a little bit now. I really hope that my microphone does not pick up how loud my Xbox is. I mean, it is struggling. Sounds like it anyway. But I'm just glad the game works, because the last game I tried to do a series of, it's going to be third down here after the kicking play. We're going to go with a zone blitz. And I usually like to take the defensive line to user, but that's a touchdown. He was open. It's going to be 21-0. I'd like to score points. I don't know if that's in there. We'll get the ball back here. Of course, Timble gets the ball to start the second. And I think because we really haven't had time to throw the ball, I'm gonna try running. We're gonna try to run the ball a little bit here. Start with the counter play. We really haven't tried to run the ball much yet. And it's a loss of 2. So let's run a draw. I don't know. When your team is this terrible, it's hard to do much right. We'll go no huddle, we'll go 4 verticals. Gonna get that over the middle. That's picked off. We do stop him on the return. Get it over the middle. This might be a long game. And I'm going to consider bringing down the quarter length a little bit. That's picked off again. That's Lawson. Our second turnover of the day. And now we've got to figure out how to move the ball. Let's try some short passes. Obviously, running the ball didn't work on the last drive, and then we had to throw. Turn the ball over. Turned it over again. That's a pick 6. Threw it a little too far outside. That's an overthrow. I mean, $28-0 here. I'd just like to score some points. I'd like to do something that's not a terrible mistake. Almost get out to the 25. I think touchbacks at this point we're still out to the 20, so probably going to try to return most of it. Try an underneath throw here. I don't know. He took a long time to get open. try a screen. We're 0 for 6 on third down. We'll try a screen. It's complete, but we lost the yard. We'll punt. Very frustrating. Nothing is working. The receivers are taking too long to get open. I'm taking too long to throw the ball. When I do throw the ball, it's an interception. And yet our defense has played pretty alright at times. They've given up, some yards, and they've given up a couple of touchdowns. But they also have 2 turnovers. It's a nice run by Temple. Complete. It's another first down. I think I might try running the ball again when we get the ball back. I mean, I ran the ball 2 plays a couple of drives ago and didn't get anything, but we really haven't stuck with the run. Of course, when we've tried it, we really haven't gotten much anything. It's hard to see. They fumbled the ball. They did get it back, though. We could have gotten the ball on that fumble. I think they might have said it was not a fumble. Looks like they're going to reverse it and say it was. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's hard. I mean, that was just a really good throw. And if he would have jumped, he would have had an interception. And that's his awareness. He's not aware that he needs to do that. A better player, a higher overall player, might make a play there. And maybe not. Maybe he just wasn't quite in the position to make it. We could go with an end around, but that feels like a bad idea. I'd like to get a touchdown before the half. Even a field goal. Just so that we're not shut out here. That's a loss of 1. And I don't want to run the ball on 2nd and 11. It's hard to stick with the run when you're not getting positive plays. Play action here. And I was looking for why he wasn't open. Go Zips by Sale. Maybe Watkins gets over. A very similar play like this is overpowered in Madden. And it's intercepted here in this one. And I think we're going to change the board. I know I said I was going to stick with Akron playbook. I don't think we can. There's plays in there that just don't feel like we're suited for it. They just ran the ball and called a timeout. I seem to remember that as far as calling timeouts, the CPU was pretty brain dead. 3rd and 15, maybe we get a stop here. Just drop. We get very lucky. They're kicking a field goal. I mean, they missed one from closer earlier. I don't think there's any way they make this. It's pretty short. got 127 and all of our timeouts here. Gonna launch it deep. Maybe we get that away a little sooner. We'll go four verticals. I mean, if we can get a matchup on one of these four verticals. Tight end's open. Watkins with the catch. That's our biggest play of the game. Our quarterback, I mean, when he can find an open receiver, he might be able to do okay. I really don't want to say anything positive about it. That one's batted down. So, can you string 2 plays in a row together? No. But I really don't want to turn the ball over because we're in field goal range. If we take a field goal, we avoid the shutout. So, I don't really want to. I'm almost playing for the field goal. Maybe Watkins gets open again. He does. We get him. Oh, it's overthrown. Would have been a touchdown. We'll take a 40-yard field goal. Hopefully I can kick this already. It's been a long time since I've kicked a field goal in the NCAA. We missed a field goal. It's been a long time since I've kicked a field goal in the NCAA. And now I jump off sides because I'm repeating the field goal. Trying. So we still have 0 points. And maybe we can come up with something in the second half. We get a sack there. Our defense has played all right enough. I'm going to call timeout. I would like to try to get the ball back. They're going to run a draw. They're going to call it. 3rd and 2. I don't know why you call timeout. I mean, you're really not in a position to do a whole lot. That's intercepted again by Davis this time. We get another turnover. This defense is showing that they've come to play. Giving up a lot of big plays, especially on the ground. We've got 2 timeouts here. Watkins is getting open, but we're nearly sacked. By the time he broke open and I was trying to throw the ball, I mean, pressure was right there. I'm going to try to get it to him again. That's picked off. I mean, I decided where to go with the ball before the play even started. They're going to try another field goal. Probably going to miss it. It's short. I mean, it's still 35-0. If this game, I mean, now we're playing pretty terribly in this game. Imagine if I had kept our first game of the season and we played Ohio State. We would be down 70-0 in Akron. Do you really think we would have all of these turnovers against Ohio State? I mean, they're ranked, I think, number 6. They're ranked pretty high in this game. So. One's batted down. Our defense has played well enough. I think if maybe we play a team that's not be able to compete. That one's caught for first down. He's got 111 yards passing. Does have some incompletions. Throw it deep there, and that's caught. At least we're able to make a tackle. I think I am going to have to bring these quarter lengths down a little bit. I have to remember there's, at this time, no accelerating clock. So. At least I don't think there is. Yeah, there's not. There's a slight accelerating clock. Like, it just runs a couple of seconds before you run the play. It's not really accelerating. That's a touchdown. They get another nice run. I really don't know what to do here. We could try the fake end around. I mean, he's gonna come in motion and act like it's an end around, and we're just gonna hand it off up the middle. We get about 4. Try a bubble screen. Picked off on the bubble screen. How terrible. That might be the worst thing I've ever seen. He just jumped the bubble screen. I mean, ball hung up there way too long. I mean, that's what you want on a bubble screen. You want him to catch the ball and just kind of work his way down the field, but the defender jumped the route. And now we fumbled the ball on the kickoff. I mean, if nothing else told you how terrible this team was, we have fumbled the ball on the kickoff after that. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Derek White's going to get about 6 yards. We're going to run a pitch play here, spinning. We make a tackle. I don't mind this defensive playbook. It's just a 4-3. I mean, they don't really have specific team playbooks for defense. It's kind of just by whatever scheme you're running. So I used to like to run a 3-3-5 defense in NCAA. We're not going to make that switch yet. I might think about making it. And this video has already been pretty long. Some of that was the recruiting. 50, going to be 56-0. Of course, we fumbled the kickoff, so that really didn't help. I think we're definitely taking it down the quarter line. Maybe maybe by 2 minutes. Maybe we could do 6-minute quarters. We'll try to find a good sweet spot. It may take a little while. I really don't want every video to be extremely long. I like to show all of the gameplay. I also don't like to take time to edit my videos. I like to just record it and then post it as is. Nothing was open. We need another sack. We'll go 4 verticals. It is the only play that has worked for us. Watkins has gotten open a couple of times. Well, they're playing pretty far back off of Adams too, but I mean, we just let the defense right through. I back up a little bit. I wait for the routes to develop just a little bit, and we're sacked. 3rd and 31. That guy's open, but I mean, the throw really wasn't there. We'll punt. I'm not gonna go for it. I mean, what are the odds we actually pick up the 1st down? And then they're just gonna score another touchdown really quickly. At least if we punt the ball, they'll have to take some time off the clock. Throw it there. That's incomplete. There's a throw. He's wide open, and then we take an extremely bad angle. There's the extra point, 63-0. We had a chance to get on the board at the end of the 1st. We absolutely blew it. I missed the field goal. I'm just trying to avoid a shutout at this point. And of course, Heisman difficulty, it's pretty difficult. I'll show you here. Settings. House rules. We're on Heisman difficulty. We're also on Heisman difficulty for recruiting. So it's another interception. I'm not making the right reads, but there are no right reads. No one is getting open. No one. No. I mean, if you want to go back and tell me who's open, I don't think you're going to see anything that I'm not seeing. Don't tell me somebody's open. I'm hoping we play some worse teams down the stretch. I mean, we're in the MAC. Not every team in the MAC is great. Temple might actually not be one of the better teams in the MAC. They're probably going to score here. They're probably going to make it 70-0. We do get a stop there. That's incomplete. I would like to force a field goal. We've still got the entire 4th quarter to go, which really makes me think I need to bring down these quarter lengths. That's caught. We just caught up. You know, in these NCAA games, sometimes the ball just floats in the air. It really takes a long time to get to where you need to throw and such. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to change it for the next game. And I'll end the video after this, and then I'll do a kicking gets better. And I think I'm going to set some sort of limitation on it when we can recruit 4 and 5 star guys. Maybe we have to win so many games before we can recruit any 4-star guys. They're not going to be interested right now anyway. I mean, look, if you're a good player, are you going to be interested in this? We're down 70 to nothing. And we keep turning the ball over. And they're scoring quickly, so we're not really taking any time off the clock. And I feel like my quarterback has a pretty slow release or something. Something's going on. You're just not able to get the ball out of place quickly as you want to imagine. Watkins is open. That's a first down on 2nd and 19. I'm going to run the same play again. And just hope he gets open again. Maybe Rose gets open here. Rose looks open enough. We'll throw it out to him. He's behind everybody. Nobody catches him. That's our first touchdown of the season. We avoid the shutout. And we're going to go for 2. Tom Rose with a 61-yard reception. We're down 70 to nothing. We might as well go for 2 again. That's not down. I mean, why would you kick the extra point? You're down 70 to nothing. Or net 6 at this point, 70 to 6. So we do score. I'm going to squib it. I don't know why. We scored. I mean, comment down below if you actually thought at this point we were going to score any points. There was a long time in this game when it was 14 to nothing. I mean, we were being competitive until we strung together a bunch of turnovers. I'll be interested to see just how many interceptions we throw in this game. We miss on a tackle. He's just tight roping down the sideline. That's a touchdown. And when we have these quick touchdowns, we're not taking any time off the clock. I might have to start running the ball just to take some time off the clock. Still the 3rd quarter. They may score 100 today. Rose on the kick return. And we've had pretty okay kick returns. We're getting... we're up to the 26. That's not horrible. I don't like the play action. It takes too long to develop. Gotta find some passing plays here. I know I said I should run the ball, take some time off the clock. I wasn't really being serious about it. Dropping way back, and we throw it, tip. I definitely dropped it. Rose is out with a strained back. Okay. Peoples is on the field. You know what? I'm going to streak Adams on this play. Launch it out for him. Pretty tight coverage. I'm going to sub in the backup because we're still 0 for 10 on 3rd down. I mean, what would be more surprising? Us scoring or us converting a 3rd down? Peoples is open, overthrown. I think I'm going to go for it. I don't know. Hail Mary, maybe. Maybe we send... I actually like the idea of trying to get Peoples is not really open. That is the biggest overthrown I think I've ever seen. He overthrew him by about 20 yards. That ball was nowhere near where it needed to be. I hand it off there. Break all kinds of tackles. Really hoping this ticks down to the 4th quarter here. I just want to get out of the 3rd quarter. The 3rd quarter has been bad. Finally, it's the end of the 3rd. think we're gonna have to definitely. I've said it several times. This video is long enough as it is, and there's still 8 minutes to go in the game. They're gonna scramble up the middle for a touchdown. They just might score 100 on us. They just might. I don't know. There's a pretty good chance that they do. Butler with some space. Gonna get us out to about the 33. Watkins on the field. Rose is back on the field. I was trying to throw it to Rose. It's a fumble. They run it back for a touchdown. At least we get the ball right back. Almost no time is ticked off in the fourth quarter. Maybe we drop it down to 5 minutes. I think 5-minute quarters might be. If that's too short, we can always bump it back up. Scramble here, we're gonna throw it. That wasn't a throwaway. That was an actual attempt at a throw. And it was just bad. We're going to throw this ball underneath. Nearly intercepted. I mean, that one was a bad break by me. Go forward verticals again. We're 0 for 11 on third down. I would love to convert a third down. Might try to get this to Watkins. He's got it. We converted a third down. Our only, what might be our only third down conversion of the game. Can we get into the end zone again? Looks like they might be leaving Adam. That safety had to make a choice. He saw the ball in the air. He adjusted to it. So. I would like 4 verticals again. They're not giving it. Really only going to call coach suggestions. It's 91-6. At this point, I would just like to keep them from scoring. Our offensive line is bad. We're 1 for 12 on third down. Can we convert another one? I mean, I doubt it. I really doubt it. Got a guy open. I mean, that's, again, way overthrown. I'm going for it on 4th and 10. It'd be a 65-yard field goal. I think we're going to have to select a play here. I don't think coach suggestions can give us anything that we actually want. And these playbooks aren't huge. I mean, they're much smaller than the Madden playbook. You don't get nearly as many plays. I think they're even smaller than like the NCAA 15 playbook versions. I think are a little bigger as well. Overthrown on 4th down. I mean, what are we going to do? I think we're going to, from here on out, we're going to run the ball. Just try to take some time off the clock. Of course, the clock stops with a 1st down as well for this type of change. Really only matters if you're running no huddle. It's incomplete. Maybe we get a stop here. Maybe we force a field goal. Maybe we can actually string together some stops. And keep them from scoring 100. thrown 3 interceptions. I feel like that's, like, as a team, that's the best we can hope. And I don't think in this game, I think NCAA 13 was the first one where you could schedule visits with recruits. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's in this game, so shouldn't really affect it too much how we play as far as our recruiting, other than just the fact that teams are going to think this up. Back to coach suggestions here. 98-6. I'm going to try to audible for a run here. And we're going to hand it off now. We're going to get about 6 yards. I'm going to go read option here. Hopefully I know how to hand this off. Not a handoff. There's a penalty down, probably going to be holding. Would have been a first down. That is 2nd and 11. Run a draw, I guess. Get the draw. We're going to get some positive yards. I really didn't stick with the run too much in this game. When you get down by so many points, it's hard to stick with the run. Maybe in future games we'll stick with the run a little more. That's going to be a hold. It's going to be an interception, too. What have we thrown? Like 9, 10 interceptions in this game? It's been insane. It's going to be a hold on the offense. They're going to decline it. And it was a turnover. This guy by himself has had 4 interceptions. He has eaten us alive. And I think even just throwing the exact same, reads that we've thrown in this game. If we have a better quarterback, I think he makes some of it. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. I think some of it has just been bad quarterback play. Of course, some of it's me. I'm getting adjusted to playing NCAA again. And I mean, I haven't played it. It's probably been a long time. That's a knockdown. It's nice. Maybe we keep them out of the end zone here. They're going to probably kick a field goal if we get a stop. We don't get a stop. We actually stop them at the 1. I would like to keep them out of the end zone here. I just don't see the likelihood of that happening. It's a touchdown. They've scored 100. Our offense is bad. Our defense is pretty bad too. Our defense has gotten a few turnovers, but hasn't really been able to get very many stops. We got a few stops in the first half, but I don't know if fatigue has just kicked in or what. We do have fatigue on. Go 4 verticals again here. We've got a guy open, but that's not a good throw. Of course, when you're throwing the ball down the field, by the time it gets there, can't imagine that Temple is going to be in a big hurry to get down the field here. They're still throwing the ball. I mean, there's 3 minutes left, and you're up 105-6. Probably going to record another game. Maybe not right after this, but probably later tonight. And then maybe going to have the second episode up tomorrow. And then I might try to get back to Madden. Still have the Lions off season to go. Just started the next season of the Malik Cunningham franchise. There's another interception. Kaplan, he might go all the way. Our first defensive touchdown of the year. Kaplan with the pick six. I'm going for 2. I don't know. I don't see any reason to kick there. That's tipped. I mean, 105-12. I'm going to kick an onside kick. I really didn't want it to go that high on the power. Trying to kick it before it got that high. Packers just scored a touchdown. They're up 13-7. Can they upset the 49ers? Maybe comment below if they did. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see us lose 157 to Boise next week. I think I'm pretty sure our next game is at Boise. So this is back when Boise State was, still pretty good. Really hoping Temple runs out the rest of the clock there and doesn't take any damage. I'm going to be kind of upset if they start to throw the ball. They're getting enough just running it. They have to run another play here. Hopefully we can keep them out of the end zone here, because then they can just run out the rest of the clock. We are able to stop them at about the 1. They're not going to run another play. We get a stop at the end. I mean, that's kind of all we can hope for. We can't really hope for much else. We had a pick 6. Did have a pick 6. We had an offensive touchdown eventually. Let's look at the game stats here. We'll look at the player stats. 9 interceptions. Honestly, I thought it was more. The 5 completions really jumps out at me. Maybe we make a change at quarterback. We've got a backup who has a lot of speed. Maybe we run the ball more. Maybe those option plays are a little more effective with him. I don't want to make a change yet, but 5 for 38 is really bad. And those are just the passes we got away. 5 for 38, 137. Rushing, 12 attempts for negative 87 yards. I mean, that's just how many times he got sacked, really. One of those was an actual run on a read option. I think that got called back for holding. So 9 rushes for 20 yards for Dre Bell. He had a long of 6. I mean, what do? We keep running the ball, and then he has, 20 rushes for 40 yards. I mean, that doesn't help much. Receiving, Watkins had 3 catches for 77 yards. Rose had the nice catch. He had 1 for 61. I don't know. Maybe we need to change the play. Maybe. Defensively, we had some tackles for loss. Kaplan did well. Moore did okay. We had a bunch of guys with 1. We had a couple of sacks, just 2. Henry and Kaplan. Kaplan was really one of our better players in this game. And then Davis had 2 interceptions. Tim Davis. He played well. He had 2 interceptions. Really surprising. Garen Lawson had a pick. And Kaplan. Kaplan with a sack and a pick. I mean, he's our impact player. Of course, we had the missed field goal. We were pretty bad. I mean, we could improve on just about everything. We did get some turnovers. I think most of our turnovers were in the first half. We had that pick 6 in the second half. It's going to auto-save here. I'm not going to advance the week yet because I'm going to do all of the recruiting off-screen. I feel like the recruiting just isn't very fun to just sit here and watch. If you want me to include the recruiting, let me know, and I mean, I could even try doing it in a separate video, maybe just a little short video of the recruiting. If anybody actually watches this, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video, and then I'll do recruiting off screen. And then we'll get into next week. I think we play Boise next week, so it might be a really bad game for us. But that's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.